Katie Britt is now spiraling downward since her bizarre and rather poorly received response to the State of the Union, where she's been mocked by just about every outlet that does skit-based comedy or comedians in general, resorting now to the blame game, which who could have ever thought with her being a conservative, blaming everyone but herself for her own abysmal performance, even going as far to say it's the left-wing media's fault, because of course she did. That's always what it comes back to with these right-wing MAGA lunatics, some sort of grander conspiracy that's just out to get them and causing everything. This is despite the fact that she's even being mocked within her own party by other Republicans and even partisan hacks like Charlie Kirk, who almost never speak out against anything Republican. Now, when you get this level of criticism, you can either A, use it constructively, or B, pretend somehow it's all completely unwarranted and they're the issue. I'm not the issue. I can't be the issue. And Katie Britt definitely doubled down on the latter, using this in hopes to now fundraise, sending around an email writing, "So as I watch the dishonest leftist media and the liberal elites making a mockery of everything I've dedicated my entire life to protect, laughing at the destruction of the American dream, disrespecting how our country has descended into a dystopian nightmare for countless families, I'm disgusted. And I know you are too, friend. So I'm counting on you to send a message with me." Sending a message, of course, meaning to send her money. Now remember, the dishonest leftist media she's trying to blame here would have to be behind her telling the sexual assault story of a lady and attributing it to Biden and his border policies, only to find out she completely lied and fabricated the story that this happened 20-something years ago and in Mexico. And once being called out about lying, she just chose to double down on this now fact that's been exposed, and she's indulged into identity politics even to go as far to defend herself. Now talking to Ted Cruz, of all people, always finds himself in the craziest of things, where she says this is only happening because she's a woman.
And you told a story about a woman being sex trafficked, and the media has gone crazy, quote, fact-checking you. The Washington Post gave you 4 Pinocchios.
Unbelievable. The interesting thing for me has been that none of the media has covered the fact that under Trump in 2018, that human trafficking was a $500 million business. It is now under Joe Biden a $13 billion billion-dollar business.
Okay, first off, what she was pretending happened under Biden happened 20 years ago and not in the country. It deserved 4 Pinocchios, if not 5. And secondly, I looked into what she was saying here because I had never heard this exact talking point before. And as you can see here, Title 42, Trump executive order, is what led to the spike of repeat crossings, which spiked the smuggling business and how profitable it was, and started this exact problem she's talking about, which then began in 2019 to spike and reach the levels you see it at here, which is probably why she conveniently brought up 2018. And of course, 2019 being before Joe Biden was even in office. And since he's been in office, Republicans have rejected 2 different border bills that he's tried to pass. So this is just another instance of Republicans blaming Biden for a mess that Trump made.
They want to silence a conservative woman for speaking out on this topic. They don't want to bring light and help the women who are actually being trafficked.
Well, and look, there is a reason. They view you as an enormous threat. The media wants to tell the story that the only Republicans on planet Earth are old, fat, bald white guys. And you don't fit their narrative.
No, I don't.
Like a young mom is going right at, they want voters to think, I'm sorry, if you're a woman, you have to be a liberal Democrat. That's the only thing allowed.
And this is the party that will constantly attempt to chastise the left for playing identity politics, now trying to use their own as their shield. People came at Katie Britt for lying, for giving off bizarre cat lady vibes in her empty kitchen response to the State of the Union, and doing a piss poor job while at it. I mean, this is why you get mocked. It's not because you're a woman. This is how you easily and clearly kill whatever momentum that you had building up that made the people in your party think it was going to be a good idea to have you do this in the first place, and completely halt the rise that you saw yourself probably having. You're no longer going to be a prominent face. I guarantee they don't sign Katie Britt up to do any more responses. They obviously were trying to deliver a very specific tone and message in this response, and Katie Britt just missed that mark completely, and now she's scrambling to save face in whatever way that she can. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.